Hi, and welcome to BadgerLearn. BadgerLearn is a joint project under active development by the Wisconsin Public Library Consortium, Wisconsin Library Services, and Resources for Libraries and Lifelong Learning. In this introductory video, I'll point out a few key features of the site, as well as talk about how you can participate and get involved in the project. For more information on BadgerLearn and for our contact information, select the About tab. To get started, let's go back to the homepage. Prominently featured on the homepage are the newest resources added to the site. Each brief entry includes the title, a brief description of the resource, and a link to the resource itself. For more information on the record, including the metadata, click on Full Record. As you can see, this includes many more details, including the type of resource. This one is a webinar, how long it is, and gives it a classification. Also note the ratings and the comments. We'll come back to these options shortly. When you see a link, like here in classification, format, length, go ahead and click on these options for additional resources in that category. To browse all the resources in the BadgerLearn collection, select Browse Resources in the toolbar. BadgerLearn is organized using a classification hierarchy. Select one of these options, for example, Reader's Advisory. Then let's select Children and Young Adult. Now we can browse through all the resources in this category. To start over, simply click on Browse Resources here or here. You can also search BadgerLearn. In the upper right corner, there is a keyword search box. Let's search for Overdrive and see what we get. To narrow down our search results, select Refine Search. This brings up the advanced search screen with our keyword already included. We can narrow down the search by adding another keyword or using various limits such as language, format, and length. For example, let's select Archived Webinar and see what happens. We've gone from 13 results down to 1. You can also start your search using the Advanced Search options. Click on the Advanced Search tab in the far right side of the toolbar. Enter your keywords, adding fields if necessary, and also select any limits. Then click on Search. That's the basics on searching. You can visit the help page for additional information on searching as well as other topics. So let's go back to the home page. There are a couple more features to highlight. On the right side of the screen is a login area. While you don't need to have an account to search and utilize BadgerLearn resources, you do need to have an account to add comments, ratings, or get recommendations. Click this link to create a login. Select a username and password, and enter your email address. You will receive a confirmation email, and this may take a few days depending on staff availability. Once you've received that, then log into the site using your username and password, and you're all set to rate, comment, and get recommendations. Once you've logged in, you can rate an item based on its usefulness to you and add a comment about the item. You can rate an item from here or from the full record. This is also where you can add a comment. As BadgerLearn resources are rated and commented on, you can use the Get Recommendations feature to find additional resources. This tool becomes more useful to you as you rate more resources in a thoughtful manner. You can get more help on all of these topics by visiting the Help tab. Interested in more training? The Training Contacts page has a link to all of the system continuing education coordinators, as well as who to contact for BadgerLink training. If you have materials that you'd like to recommend for inclusion in the BadgerLink collection, use this link. Be sure to include the title, type of resource, the link to the resource, and your contact information in case we have any questions. We're also interested in your feedback about BadgerLearn. Click on the Leave Feedback link to send an email with your comments. Interested in helping more? Check out the About page for additional ways that you can help, and then contact one of the project team members. As it says on our About page, our ultimate goal is to be a place where library staff can use existing resources, as well as share their resources with the greater community, thus enabling us to do what we do best, serving our patrons. Thanks for watching.